Hey there, Roblox TDX fans, and welcome back to another Roblox TDX video. Now, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Today, we are going to be analyzing the TDX Nightmare Mode Secret Wave cutscene. The secret cutscene of TDX Nightmare Mode. Now, first off, this video was not recorded by me. It was recorded by RogueOrdinary, and I'd like to give a shout out to him for actually successfully beating the secret wave of Nightmare Mode. Now, I don't plan to make this video a very long video like my other video. If you guys don't know, I made another video talking about the trailer of Nightmare Mode. It got almost 200 views, and I'd like to thank you all for the support on that video. Well, not really support, but for watching the video and getting a full understanding of the video. So, anyways, today we're going to be fully analyzing this cutscene right here, and I'm going to try and make this as short as possible. Now, I'm just going to say this right off the bat. First off, well, I'm going to say first two things. First thing is I suck at TDX Nightmare Mode. Like, really bad. So I can't beat the secret wave and show it that I actually beaten the secret wave. So, yeah, that's the first thing. And the second thing is, this isn't me that actually beat the secret wave. It's RogueOrdinary. So, I would like to apologize if I am making a video that he uploaded and analyzing this full secret cutscene right here. But I kind of want to make a video on me analyzing this, so this is going to be this video. So anyways, that's the second thing that I wanted to get out of the way. But, another thing that I would like to say is that my reactions to this cutscene will not be fresh, as I have seen this cutscene more than once. However, it is quite emotional. It is very, very dark. It is very emotional. It is very dark, and we are going to go ahead and get through the entire cutscene. So, yeah. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play through the cutscene, and we're going to watch it, and then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to fully analyze probably every scene. So, anyways, let's go ahead and start.
If I put this here, then hopefully it should.
Mallory, I need you.
Oh, Dr. Xenon, you're finally here. I didn't even realize. How long have you been standing there? Doesn't matter, because I have so many things to show you. Did you know that the void is in another dimension? We thought it was just the calamity, but no! There's more! Did I tell you your hair looks nice? Look!
Get in with me.
Xenon? Don't we need, like, clearance for this?
I got approval.
So, where are we going? Oh, wow! I've never been here before! Look at all this! Oh, do you think it's related to the calamity? We need to report this to Advisor immediately! Maybe he'll let us study these. Oh, you okay, Xenon? Oh, right, sorry. There I go again! I know you don't like it when I talk too much.
Keep walking.
I don't think that's a good idea. The other side might not be too stable.
Just trust me.
I do trust you. Of course I trust you. I just
need one more.
One more? One more what? Is this... Don't we have enough as it is? We don't need any more, Xenon. Please, just...
Stop talking so pathetically. Don't you want to help me do this?
Stop! This isn't right. Please stop. Let's go back. If you needed this badly, I'll help you, I promise. And I never break a promise. Sorry.
Stop saying sorry!
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. There has to be some other way. Have you tried asking your advisor?
Wow. Such an emotional scene. Still gives me the emotions right there. Well, anyways, that was the secret wave. Why do I keep seeing the secret cutscene? This still pretty much gives me a lot of emotion. I might even probably get a little bit depressed after this, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and, as usual, rewind the cutscene. Now, okay, first off, like this video. First off, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is that I am not going to put the playback speed all the way to this, to an extremely slow rate. That's kind of what I did to when I was making the trailer. Not making the trailer. When I was making the video for the analyzation trailer, I just basically turned the playback speed all the way to 0.25 to basically go frame by frame to show you guys what exactly the cutscene really is. Now, what I am going to do, however, is mute the volume so that way we can get a little bit of an understanding. I think I'll put the volume just a little bit high. So, yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and analyze this full cutscene. Okay, so right off the bat, we're going to go ahead and pause right over here. So as you can see, we can see some sort of machine or some sort of thing being built here. Just go ahead and lower the volume just a little bit. I'm not going to mute the volume. I'm just going to put it to like number 1. But we can see some sort of thing here being constructed by Dr. Mallory and Dr. Xenon. Now, I'd like to go ahead and kind of, this could be one of two things, okay? Number one, this could be an Eradicator. This could be Eradicator Mark III, because if you guys don't know, we have all 4 Eradicators, but what we don't have is Eradicator Mark III. Now, loads of fans have been wondering where Eradicator Mark III is. I personally don't know. I'm going to go ahead and just say this might be Eradicator Mark III, and again, since this takes place in the past, this could be a previous Eradicator. This could be Eradicator. It kind of looks like Eradicator Mark I, actually. Or Mark IV. I don't know. It looks like one of the Eradicators, or one of the prototype Eradicators that Dr. Mallory and Dr. Xenon were go ahead and building together. Again, this takes place in the past, so we can sort of theorize that this may or may not have been constructed during Dr. Mallory and Dr. Xenon working together. So, anyways. Alright. Here we have another scene we're going to talk about, and again, I keep putting my volume all the way down. Now, the first thing I'd like to talk about is this computer right here. I think, okay, so it says your PC ran, and then it shows a upset smiley face. I think this is supposedly supposed to be an internet meme. I honestly don't know what internet meme it is. You can let me know in the comments. Right here, this is obviously the ancient calamity rock that Dr. Mallory and Dr. Xenon have been studying. We got a magnifying glass, or whatever you call this. This isn't a magnifying glass. This is a some sort of stethoscope, or I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up on the wiki. And we have some sort of electronical. This looks like a 3D printer, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I don't think this is a 3D printer, but anyways, here's Dr. Mallory right here. But we also have these tubes going into the Calamity Rock. And what I can probably theorize is that they're getting the sort of dark Calamity energy from the Calamity Rock itself. So that's kind of what my theorization could be. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue on.
If I put this here.
Alright, so we got a couple of things to talk about. Here we can see Dr. Xenon arriving from basically a portal, because, I mean, it's kind of obvious here. If we go back, we can kind of see, I kind of like this cutscene when Dr. Xenon just pops out of nowhere. I kind of find it hilarious. I'm going to go ahead and rewind to see if we can get a much better glimpse of it. Of course, make it. Okay. Yep, we can see Dr. Xenon just pops out of the blue. And here we can see Dr. Mallory on her computer figuring something out. I don't really know what she's figuring out here. I think she's just doing some sort of calamity type thing. She's figuring out what the Calamity Rock is. So, anyways, let's go ahead and continue. Here we can see Dr. Xenon walking out.
No, Dr. Xenon.
Now, what you just saw back there is on the other frame, you could see Dr. Xenon kind of going out of the portal. And she kind of spooked Dr. Mallory here. That's why Dr. Mallory turned real quick.
You're finally here. I didn't even realize.
Okay, hold on. There's a little bit of some emotion we need to discuss in this cutscene. Let me just rewind.
Mallory, I need you.
No, Dr. Xenon, you're...
Okay. This is kind of blatantly obvious, as we kind of knew, which we've already have seen before. We can see Dr. Xenon has this somewhat facial expression, this either nervous or worried facial expression, knowing that she is about to do something very cruel to Dr. Mallory, and we kind of already know what it is because we've just seen the cutscene. It's basically Dr. Xenon is mentally telling herself in her head that she is about to sacrifice her friend, Dr. Mallory. Now, another thing I like about Dr. Mallory is, she's kind of like this really nice stereotype doctor. I'm pretty, I really like what the voice actor of Dr. Mallory did when she was, doing the voice of Dr. Mallory. I really like how she portrayed Dr. Mallory. I think that was a really good way of showing what Dr. Mallory was like. So, anyways.
Finally here. I didn't even realize. How long have you been standing there? Doesn't matter, because I have so many things to show you.
Another thing we can kind of showcase in this cutscene, or we can kind of see in this cutscene, is how stone cold Dr. Xenon is. She kind of just has no facial expression whatsoever. She kind of just, she just knows that she's going to have to sacrifice her best friend, Dr. Mallory. And what we can also see in the cutscene is Dr. Mallory is oblivious to this. And this is kind of what makes this cutscene very emotional. And I'm already getting the emotions already. Oof. But what makes this cutscene so emotional is that Dr. Mallory is oblivious to everything that is going on around her. Now, before I go ahead and unpause this cutscene, I'm going to go do something real quick. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I just had to go do something. But anyways, like I'm gonna come back on this before is what makes this scene that is starting to get the core development of the next part, or the next part that we are going to kind of get through the scene, is that the way that Dr. Mallory is so oblivious to what Dr. Xenon's about to do to Dr. Mallory. So let's go ahead and continue.
Did you know that the void is in another dimension?
Okay, so when Dr. Mallory says, "Did you know that the void was in another dimension?" This is a clear reference to that we are going to be fighting the void once again. Now, I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to fight the void again, or if we're going to prepare to fight the void, which, again, this takes place in the past, which means that this could either take place during when they found the Calamity and the void, so when both Dr. Mallory and Dr. Xenon both found the, both found the void and the Calamity, and they already started studying research. And then Dr. Xenon sacrificed Dr. Mallory for the Calamity. Oh, and then we had the Tower Battles event. Or we fought the Void, and then Dr. Xenon killed Dr. Mallory, and then Dr. Mallory was to the Calamity, basically. She sacrificed Dr. Mallory to the Calamity. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyways, let's continue on with the cutscene.
We thought it was just the Calamity, but no! There's more! Did I tell you your hair looks nice? Look! Xenon? Don't we need, like, clearance for this?
I got approval.
Alright, so so you saw those couple of scenes. I'm going to see if I can rewind. So, in the part when Dr. Mallory asks Xenon, don't we need clearance for these? Here.
Xenon? Don't we need, like, clearance for this?
Again, she sounds so oblivious to the fact that she doesn't know what's going on. And my guess is, okay, so the clearance to what she was saying, like, don't we need clearance for this, is basically, I think that this is probably only what Advisor is allowed to do. And that's basically only the person that can actually get access to this is only Advisor, and not Dr. Mallory or Dr. Xenon. And also, if you guys are wondering, this portal is a GDA portal. Or it could be a Dr. Xenon portal. Because in Nightmare Mode, we actually fight. Most of the enemies that we fight come from these portals. And these portals are probably going to be the portals that the GDA developed. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and continue watching. Again, here's another scene of Dr. Mallory being oblivious to what's going on.
So, where are we going? Oh, wow!
Okay, this map is probably going to be very important, but before we get to what this map actually probably is we can still see the wariness in Dr. Xenon's face, how she knows she's going to have to sacrifice Dr. Mallory, and Dr. Mallory is still yet oblivious to what's going on. Again, not only do I like how the voice actor portrayed Dr. Mallory as, but this scene also this whole entire cutscene puts a lot of emotion within me, because Dr. Mallory is yet so oblivious to what's happening. So, and Dr. Xenon knows that Dr. Mallory is going to die because she is responsible for killing Dr. Mallory. But anyways.
I've been here before. Look at all this. Oh.
Alright, this is Ancient Calamity text, or Ancient Calamity. I said that wrong. But this is Ancient Calamity writing right over here. Now, I don't really know what this means. exactly. If you want, one of you guys could, I guess, read through this in the comments. But, anyways, let's go ahead and watch this
I think
cutscene.
it's related to the calamity? We need to report this to Advisor immediately. Maybe he'll let us study these. Oh, you okay, Xenon? Oh, right, sorry. There I go again. I know you don't like it when I talk too much.
Keep walking.
Again, we can see how stone cold Dr. Xenon is. We can see how she knows she is going to sacrifice Mallory. But we're gonna go ahead and watch through the rest of this. We're gonna go ahead and analyze through this.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Again, we can see how Dr. Mallory just kind of tells Xenon, hey, this isn't a... You saw that. She said this isn't a good idea. Basically, she means maybe we should go back or something. But we already know what's going to go happen.
The other side might not be too stable.
Just trust me.
I do trust you.
Might not be
of
too
course
stable.
I trust you. I just...
That trust is about to be broken.
I just need one more.
One more? One more what?
And one more what she means by one more sacrifice. Now, look at this. There's no way back. The portal closed. Now, this is kind of this scene. When this scene played, it gave me the most horrendous shivers. It was like, oh no, something really bad is going to happen. And again, my reactions to this were not fresh. But when I reacted to this the first time, I was like, oh no, this isn't good right here. Okay, here's another thing we need to talk about. So there's a calamity symbol right here, and here's some like statues. These are probably like some sort of ancient calamity statues. So it's unaware how Dr. Xenon got in contact with the calamity, but this so-called ritual is not really, it's a sacrificial ritual. And what's going to happen is well,
Is this...
oh man, okay, so you could see the emotion within Dr. Xenon. She knows she's going to have to sacrifice Dr. Mallory, and again, I'm probably going to be a little bit emotional while talking this, but as you can see, Dr. Mallory is very oblivious to what's going on. She knows she is the final
When we have enough
piece.
as it
She's
is,
going to be the final
we
sacrifice.
don't need any more Xenon.
Yeah, she's... Okay, so you can see how Dr. Mallory is trying to convince Dr. Xenon, hey, we don't need any more. We got everything, you know? But...
Please, just...
Stop talking so pathetically. Don't you want to help me do this? Stop!
as you can see, Dr. Xenon she just has no choice, you know? She just... As you can see, she was like, stop talking so pathetically, Dr. Mallory, you know? She said it in, like, a way that would... You know, that it kind of, as you can see, it kind of hurts Dr. Mallory. But again, we can see how oblivious that Dr. Mallory is, and I'm kind of thinking that Dr. Mallory kind of already came to the realization she is going to be the last sacrifice. Now, I also have a little bit of another theory. Dr. Mallory. I mean, not Dr. Mallory. Dr. Xenon. Dr. Mallory probably wasn't the only sacrifice Dr. Xenon sacrificed. Maybe Dr. Xenon, all three of them, is what I'm saying here. Dr. Xenon, Dr. Mallory, and the advisor. All three of them sacrificed a bunch of different people, which is really bad. That's what I'm trying to say within this cutscene. Maybe all three of these people sacrificed a bunch of people to see what would happen. And again, the person that probably could have figured this out was probably Dr. Mallory. Now, Dr. Mallory she probably didn't figure out about the... Well, maybe she obviously did figure out about the sacrifice. And when they both figured out that they could sacrifice people to the calamity, they reported it to the advisor, and the advisor And all three of them, this is what I have a little bit of a theory on. The advisor, Dr. Xenon, Dr. Mallory came together when they found out they could sacrifice humans to the Calamity itself. This was pretty, and this sounds really messed up. This is just really messed up. Even the advisor, which I kind of think that the advisor was also involved in all of these sacrificial things with the Calamity, because he also wanted to figure it out. And another thing is, maybe the advisor told Dr. Xenon to sacrifice Dr. Mallory. This is how I think this is the most messed up. How messed up. You realize how messed up that is. Because all three of them were partners in crime doing this. So, anyways.
This isn't right. Please stop.
And again, we can see Dr. Mallory tries to convince Dr. Xenon to just you don't have to do this, you know. And I know this is gonna be a little bit of a callback. Now, if you don't know, I don't know which episode, I think it's called, I don't know, if you guys don't know, in Breaking Bad, there's an episode where Jesse has to kill Gail Bedecker. That's basically Mallory talking to Xenon. You don't have to do this, you know.
If you needed this badly, I'll help you, I promise. And
Yeah, and she's trying to get a second chance. You know, she's trying to get a second chance to helping Dr. Xenon in her research, but Dr. Xenon knows what she has to do. She has to sacrifice her to the Calamity. Again, and then we can see Dr. Mallory is getting too close to the edge. She tries to... Alright, here, let's talk about this quick scene. So, as we can see here in the scene, now, I kind of think that Dr. Xenon doesn't want to do this. She really doesn't want to sacrifice Dr. Mallory to the Calamity. And as you can see, Dr. Mallory just begs for her life. This is what makes this scene so emotional. Is that Dr. Xenon and both Dr. Xenon and Dr. Mallory, they were both like best friends. And what I can think is that they both were also involved in sacrificing different people. And now, seeing that Dr. Xenon is betraying Dr. Mallory, this is very emotional right here, even for me. So, anyways, I'm already getting the emotions. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish this up as soon as possible. As you can see, the sacrificial ritual is already working. You know, it's already being activated. As you can see, she begs and begs, and as you can see, Dr. Mallory is holding on to Dr. Xenon. You know, she just, you know, she begs for her life, basically. She's just begging, give me a second chance. There has to be another way. Did you try talking to the advisor now? Okay, so when Dr. Mallory says, did you try talking to the advisor, and then Dr. Xenon doesn't say anything, I think that the advisor himself was involved in Dr. Mallory's sacrifice, which I think is the most messed up thing in the entirety of this entire cutscene. Maybe maybe the advisor and Dr. Xenon came together, and the advisor was like, hey, you need to sacrifice Dr. Mallory, or something. Just, I think that's also what I can also theorize of what happened, so. And there we go. That's the end of Dr. Mallory. That's pretty much, you can see Dr. Xenon did not want to do this. And basically, now what happens is she has been taken to the Calamity, and honestly, I think Dr. Xenon in this last scene is either being regretful for what she did, but she didn't have any choice, so. Okay, so I want to talk about this last part in particular. What I want to talk about is, maybe Dr. Xenon saw one or two things. She could have saw one or two things. The first thing she could have saw was the Calamity, which is who we fight in Endless mode and in Nightmare mode. The second thing she could have saw was the Nemesis. She could have saw Dr. Mallory just show up out of nowhere. And that's kind of because, as you can see, she has a very surprised or shocked or scared. She's basically all the emotions, you know. So, anyways. And that's the end of the cutscene right over here. This was a very particularly emotional. This was also emotional for me when I was watching it for the first time. You know, it was very emotional for you know, I think it was very emotional for all of us. And also, I made a little bit of a comment right here. Basically, after watching this, I'm pretty upset. It really kind of broke me. She was asking questions. I had no idea what was happening until she was dropped off into the cliff, or no, dropped off the cliff and into the fiery lava. What makes this scene emotional is the emotion of both Dr. Xenon and Mallory. You could see how she really didn't want to sacrifice her, but she had no choice of her stupid ritual. So yeah, this is also kind of what makes the entire cutscene very emotional. So yeah. Now that's going to be the end of this video. However, and I just figured this out yesterday. So if you guys don't know, there is a super secret cutscene in Roblox TDX that you guys probably had no idea ever existed. And no, I am not talking about the secret cutscene within the final wave. In order to get this super secret cutscene, you need to obtain all, except this badge. You don't need to get this badge. You need to get all of these badges in the game. Now, unfortunately, you won't be able to get this secret cutscene if you haven't gotten these badges. And I don't have these badges, which means I won't be able to get the super secret cutscene. You need to have, again, you need to have all of the badges. And thankfully, once again, RogueOrdinary was able to get all of the badges within the game to basically showcase the cutscene itself. So shout out once again to RogueOrdinary for actually getting the super secret cutscene. But basically, this is the cutscene itself. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy.
We are so